This is my first time installing bearing saver or axle savers. And what's happened on this truck is both axles are ruined. They were leaking real bad, leaking gear lube out. So what it is these bearings are offset from the groove. See the groove in here? This axle would be ruined, right? So what it does is it offsets that bearing to where it's on some good part of the axle, so you don't have to spend $150 on axle, $150 each on axles. You might be able to get them cheaper, probably used, but anyhow, these were in there, and I guess he had this problem, and I don't know, whatever, he just slapped them in there, and they're ruined. So anyhow, I put them bearing savers in there. Now they're longer. They got the seal and everything already in them. I mean, they're pretty long. They're pretty long, way longer than. Hold on, let me find the other one. Okay, now this is the old seal that was on there, and hell, it's that it set in there like that. That set in there like that, and then you had this little bearing that was in there. This thing sitting about this far in there. I started panicking when this thing was left this far out, but it works. You put the axle in, slide her all the way in there to that point, and knock it back where you're exposing your groove. Slide your clip in there, and then it worked. So like I said, I was panicking about the thing sticking out that far, but no worries. If you're putting in the axle saver and it's sticking out like that, it's going to work. So good news. And you don't have to spend money on buying a new axle. These are like $8 a piece versus $150. So yeah, big save.